Yeah, I guess. Wasn't really thinking about it at all. Hi friends. I wonder how I sound.
Oh.
Do I sound like one of three members of the Rice Krispies trio?
I'm just like imagining that like one's talking with the crackle. Like,
And if so, hopefully, I mean, it's not great if it's snap or pop, but at least it'd be different from crackle. Obviously, it's redundant to say one of the three members of the Rice Krispies trio. A trio definitionally has three members, so yes, I am very much ashamed of myself. I was divided in two about it for a bit before I started this stream. The reason I decided against going on the Flow State's channel right now is because the panel seems fairly full, and I'd rather get in on one where there's a bit fewer people already there. Uh, it's like the more people that are there, the more you have to limit the amount you speak so that everybody has a chance, right? I'm also not at my sharpest right now. Like, I'm tired. I anticipate I'll have a good night's sleep tonight. I hope I will. But, uh, I'm not feeling super energized at the moment. If I am going to go on that thing, I'd like to pop some. So that's going to require me to be in the right mood, hit the right time, etc. I think tonight's not that night. And then I've got to have some sort of notion. I'd like to have some sort of notion about what I'm going to do tomorrow. And this is an SI thing, I'd like to have just a little bit of a notion ahead of time of a schedule of some sort. So, my plan tomorrow is probably in the morning when I get up to go to town and go to the mailbox in town, put this green envelope over there with my missing document that I forgot to put in the first green envelope, and put that in the mailbox, and then go to the gravel store and get yet even still more gravel. It's like it's $30 for 4 bags. This graveling by the mailbox is getting increasingly expensive. But I just keep putting 4 bags down, and it's like, well, it's a muddy disaster again after the mail lady drives over the gravel one time. So we have, unfortunately, this like scoopy gutter thing at the top of the driveway that where water pools up, and I'd like to broom it down the driveway so it goes into the drain, which is a very effective drain. I don't need to worry about brooming it down the driveway. It's fine. It's not going to get anywhere it shouldn't. But these are things that I might attend to tomorrow, right? I might go to town. I might get a put the green envelope in the mailbox. I might, thank you.
you're welcome.
I might get a gravel. I might gravel by the mailbox. I might broom the water down the driveway. These are things I could put on a schedule. No, it's not. It doesn't need to be regraded. It's a scoop, right? Like a
Yeah.
Like imagine there were a gutter here in the street. The scoop would channel the guttered water down the gutter. But there is no gutter.
Yeah. It needs to be like swept.
I did indeed kill the last stream to fix the audio issues. So I think I'm not sure why they put that there, given that there are no gutters leading into it.
I know.
But
It's like it must have rained before, you know, and then they had to
you know,
dealt with it also.
well, I need to
I
get
would
up there and
expect.
I need to get up there and deal with the water and the mud. So I'm up by the mailbox.
Oh, so distinguished.
Is a totally distinct problem from the water and the scoopy thing.
The gravel.
In fact, I've thought about putting gravel in the scoopy thing or something like that, but now I'm thinking, I wonder if I should just make that scoopy thing just flat, you know?
Uh-huh.
That I could do it myself or I could hire somebody to do it. Did we feel the earthquake last night? I didn't.
I didn't either.
Fly Guy, the Dragon Slayer, is here reporting for duty. Fly Guy, I didn't mean to mislead you with my title. I titled this The Unslain Dragon because I remember that Lou was disappointed that the dragon in the story was slain.
Aww.
I wanted to add an addendum to the story. After everybody left, the dragon got up and kind of was woozy and said, "Oh, somebody must have used cyanide on me." And for a dragon,
No. Oh,
cyanide's not actually deadly,
Maybe this is trouble.
but it is nevertheless poisonous and knocks them out for a while. So, in reality, Lou, the dragon got away, and all of you were
Yeah, do you
tried
want
for
to
dragon assault and found guilty in a court of law. He doesn't like the
He doesn't
meat.
like salami?
No, he might want a piece of cheese, but
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I'll give him cheese if he wants. These are just my assumptions. You're just looking at me lovingly because you love mommy and daddy.
Right, well,
Oh, yes. Thank you, Trouble. Oh, thank you.
it's a thing where the nature of a dominant and second function imply the quality, imply the nature of the, what's that? Let me see what's going on. Hold on. Imply your relationship with the other functions. So it's like a tool function implies polar of the other kind of that function. So Fi tool, Ti polar. Ti tool, Fi polar. Si tool, Ni polar. Ni tool, Si polar, etc. Let me see what this is all about. I get too many notifications.
What'd you get notifications for? My stuff?
No, it says like, if this Wi-Fi is trusted, add it to your trusted Wi-Fi list. Why is it when you're telling trouble, oh yes, I feel like show media is pretending you are praising it. I guess your intuition is informing you in powerful and insightful ways, Ruben. Are they? Is that intuition correct? Only God knows that, Ruben. Only God and show media. So,
But to be clear, they're directed at the cat.
yes, they are.
Because he's a very good kitty.
I'm not sure from whom you're more likely to get an answer, God or show media, but I Mandela effect everywhere I go. Okay, I'm constantly changing history, creating new timelines, but leaving a tantalizing trail of clues. Did you know that salami used to be called balami? That's right. In the previous timeline, I remember back before it split, we used to have balami sandwiches. Now
Oh,
there's
we
salami
ate
and,
it.
and
What a
nobody
good
even
boy.
remembers. No, right. Well, there was bologna too, right? But it was called saloni. And then at some point they made the switch. We can still see some record of Mandela effect stuff. Like, for example, it used to be the case that Michelangelo Italian dinners, that the lasagna took 5 minutes, and the chicken parm took 8 minutes. In the new timeline, the cooking times were reversed, but they didn't change it on the packaging.
First, last, we watched the first episode, but then it wasn't, they didn't have any of the other, they didn't have the second one available.
Right.
So we stopped watching. But we'll probably watch it when it's on Hulu. I mean, I'd like to watch it when it goes on Hulu for sure.
You know, it's also the case that smoked turkey used to commonly be referred to when packaging simply as smirky. It was
Why did they make it more difficult and split it in two?
I don't know. In the former timeline, it had been turned into a portmanteau of smoked and turkey, smirky, but not in this timeline. It could have been, say, an accidental side Mandela effect impact that happened when they caused Nelson Mandela to be alive again. Yeah, I was unable to watch any more than the first episode of the current Rick and Morty season. I would have continued watching it, and I will when it comes out on a streaming service that we can actually watch it on.
It's on Hulu.
Like Adult Swim, what are you doing?
And we want to watch in order too. Like they had episode 3 available, but
Did they?
yeah, they did, but not 2. They make you wait. It kind of sounds like one of the 7 dwarves. Like Smirky was the 8th dwarf.
It sounds like a
Smiley and Smirky.
well, yeah, it could be. That would be spelled with an I though.
Oh, okay.
Smirky like that. It sounds like a punter, Jacob Smirky.
Yeah,
He's a punter.
Smirky.
He's a backup punter
Ooh.
for the Phoenix Cardinal.
Oh, I like that. Yes, it was Smirky with an I is like.
Well, there's also one of the dwarfs. The 9th one is Stinky.
I really like this group. Okay, so we have Doc, Happy, Dopey, Sleepy, Bashful,
Resigned.
Resigned. I guess so. Alright,
okay,
whatever.
I'll whistle. I am working concurrently. Thank you.
Grundy?
Grundle. There's Grundle.
Grundle sounds like an evil person. Or maybe he's like the black sheep.
No, he's just he's got an enormous area between his nuts and his butthole, right? It's just like he's a dwarf, but that part's like this big. He's mostly Grundle.
Solomon Grundle.
I think Stinky should actually be named Stink Eye.
I like Solomon Grundle Dash Bush.
Solomon Grundlebush. Maybe just a Scott as well among the dwarves. Yeah. And you put him in the middle, you know. There's Sleepy, Grumpy.
Oh, Grumpy was the one I missed.
Oh, was it? Sleepy, Grumpy, Stink Eye. Happy. What are some other ones?
Bashful.
Bashful. Scott.
It's like, wait, what?
XPLREDITSSS. Resigned right there.
It's like, oh, alright. I guess.
XPLR. We should replace the 7 dwarfs with 7 contemporary dwarfs.
Oh!
That would include Resigned, and it would include
Manic.
Manic. You'd have like Distracted.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I was thinking of one for ADHD, and that Distracted is a good one.
Slutty.
Yeah, yes.
Addicted. Autistic.
Autistic,
Yeah.
yes.
In parentheses next to it would be neurodivergent. Your friends and you were dwarves for Halloween. Were you dwarfs or dwarves? I think you were dwarves. Oh, Sneezy. I forgot Sneezy. Right. Instead, in the modern one, it'd be Snorty.
Snorty.
Yeah. Snorty maybe would be a better choice than Addicted, right? Just Snorty.
Snorty, yeah, because like he can snort like
So-
everything. When he like smells flowers, he snorts them.
He's like, you gonna eat the rest of those mashed potatoes? No? Oh my God, Snorty, did you just rail those mashed potatoes? Yeah, I would.
Stumbly. How about Stumbly?
Stumbly. Just call him Drunk.
Drunk.
Grody, sure.
Brody?
No, Grody.
Oh, Grody, yeah.
What about Incel?
No!
One of the 7 dwarves, the modern 7 dwarves should be Incel.
Incel.
He's just like, women, they just want the alpha male all the time, and you know, it's like they can't help it. It's because of hypergamy, and you know, it's like they're biologically evolutionary designed to not like me.
How many do we have so far?
I'm a dwarf going my own way. I don't know. We have at least 7, I think. But you know. And you know, instead of Snow White, you've got transgendered black sapiosexual.
Beige.
Okay, beige. Could be
Like
beige.
her last name is Beige.
Oh, beige.
You know, because white.
Oh, right. Well, okay, so I was thinking black was going to be like.
Oh.
But beige would be, or her last name could be off-white.
Oh, boy, good.
She could be, you know. Dirt off white. That's the alternative to Snow White.
Yes, Trouble.
Dirt off white and the 7 persons of dwarven descent. Resigned, snorty, incel, slutty. Manic. BPD. It should be BPD. Always telling the other dwarves what's wrong with them. You know what you are, Snorty? You're selfish and you're a drug addict. BPD is always just schooling the other dwarves. Maybe BPD instead could be like narcissist. And instead of schooling them, it's just gaslighting them all the time. Are you sure? I mean, I didn't see it there. Are you sure you're not going crazy? I guess the best name for him would be Gaslady, right? Skip the narcissist. We'll just call him Gaslady. So now you've got Gaslady, Snorty, Slutty, Resigned, Manic. How many is that? Gaslady, Snorty, Resigned, Manic, Distracted. I think Distracted should just or on his phone. That could be his name. On his phone. Phony. You could just be phony, like, but with a PH, right? E at the end. No, PHONEY rather than PHONY. When they just show him like with a completely flat face and expression, typing "lol!" exclamation point exclamation point exclamation point. Oh, incel! I forgot about incel. He's one of the. I think that's 7 right there. You could just call him Screeny even instead of phony. Screeny, incel, distracted, snorty, slutty, resigned. Is that 7? Manic. Or just panicked, I think would be better. Generally panicked about things. Oh my god, is this cancer? It is, isn't it? Oh, and Scott, of course. We don't want to forget about Scott. Now we're at 8 dwarves, I think. And I hate to tell you this, guys, but I think my Enchanktopus wants to get in this house somehow. He's saying this is discrimination that only one lady and dwarves are allowed in. He's taking it to the Supreme Court. Naturally, the dwarves are fighting it, and it's no dirt off-white, mud off-white. They're fighting it on the grounds that Mayan Shanktopus is a known mass murderer. But, the court's already ruled on that point that it's not relevant to the legal matter before them. And, well, I don't want the dwarves and dirt off-white to have to live with Mayan Shanktopus. I can't help but agree with the Supreme Court on their legal ruling. Because, that's how I roll. Resigned doesn't whistle while he works. He whistles or he works. He doesn't have enough effort to do both.
No. But he is resigned to the fact that he has to work.
Because he's read the regulations, and technically they just say all dwarves must both whistle and work. It doesn't actually say they must do so concurrently. So anyway, the supervisors can't really do anything about it.
Overdrooled is the villain.
Overdrooled is the villain?
Yeah.
What kind of creature is he? Is he the bear, one of the bears from Goldilocks and the Three Bears? He's Goldilocks when she's grown up. Goldilocks grew up to be a meth addict, lost all her teeth, and thereby gained the nickname Overdrooled.
Overdrooled.
Now, she's the villain in the story, trying to take over the role of Dirt Off-White.
Dirt Off-White.
She found out about the whole thing because she and Snorty share certain friends. Right. One of her primary tools in life, her tool function is porridge. Goldilocks is.
Her tool function is porridge?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She tries to accomplish everything in life with porridge. So, she'll go into a store and she wants to, get a pack of cigarettes, but she just throws porridge at the guy. How about mud? How about
mud?
How about soil? Soil Off-White.
Soil. I don't know why I think it's so fun with soil.
Yeah, we'll go with soil. That's better than Raven.
Soil Off-White. I want them to make a story, an adult book about that, an adult kids book.
Soil Off-White and the 8 Persons of Dwarven Descent, featuring a cameo by Overdrool, the adult manifestation of Goldilocks.
It's what does Goldilocks and Snow White have in common? They live in houses.
Snow White is not in this story, okay?
I'm sorry.
It's Soil Off-White, okay? And
so you can have a break.
what they have in common is that Goldilocks Overdrool
has
has same friends as Snorty. They both have rich networking connections in the meth community.
I forgot about that. How could I forget?
And you know, the two of the three bears are dead now, by the way.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the youngest bear's parents died fairly young.
Oh, fairly young?
Fairly young. They did leave him their house in the woods. He lives there alone now.
So where does Goldilocks live?
There's a trailer park. Well, but she's trying to take over. He's trying to move in with the dwarves. So we'll see what happens. She does have at her disposal basically an infinite supply of porridge.
Huh.
Yeah. It's, granted, her porridge has a lot of meth in it. But most porridge has at least some meth in it.
Right, because she wants it to be just right. And how could it be just right without meth?
Right. Exactly. She tried the first bowl of porridge. It had too little meth in it. Then she tried the second bowl of porridge. It also had too little meth in it. But the third bowl of porridge was all meth. It was just right. And that's what they don't tell you about that Goldilocks story. Is the third bowl of porridge may have been the correct temperature, but it was also full of meth. Well, the babies do things like that. They'll take their parent bear's meth out of the cabinet and pour it into the porridge, not knowing what they're doing. Snorty, Squirty, Van de Black, Resigned, Nasty, Grundy, Grody, Non-Binary, Sequitur, Pelvis. That's a lot of newfangled dwarf names.
Is that like the rival group?
Cucky. There should be Cucky in the list as well.
What about Snotty? Like physically, like always having snot.
Well, that would fall under the general category of grody, maybe.
Mm. So there could be Snotty, like always has his nose in the air.
Yeah.
Frenchie.
Could be Frenchie. I'm not sure what he's doing with these other dwarves, just being French, you know.
Yeah.
Helvy.
Heartthrob though should be one. Not Shortthrob. I like Heartthrob. There should be a Heartthrob dwarf.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're mostly like gross ones, but there's gotta be some like
I think there should be Slayer as one of the dwarves.
Slayer.
He spends a lot of time on Tinder.
Oh.
Shirt
That's what I call him.
Shirt throb.
For shirt throb. That's like really, really.
Dwarven Tinder. You know, on dwarven dating apps, they typically spend a lot of time talking about their blacksmithing skills.
That's what like gets the hooks on.
Yeah, well, both women and men dwarves are blacksmiths. Almost all of them. These dwarves that are living in a house with soil off white, I'm not quite sure what they're doing. Right? They're really defying the norms for dwarves. Dwarves normally live in the mountains, inside the mountain, where they mine minerals and blacksmith things. I was thinking loudly the word Slayer, then you said it. Well, Fly Guy, that's because we had a psychic moment of connectivity.
Mm-hmm. That means that you've had past lives together.
It also means, I think, that you deserve a transubstantiated bong rip.
Ooh. I'm gonna join you.
So I'm gonna prep this bong rip for you. With a lot of love, a lot of tenderness, because I know since I can read your thoughts, that means that you can read my feelings. What am I feeling right now, Fly Guy? Read my feelings. Which modern dwarf am I most identifying with right now? That's right. Entitled. I'm feeling like entitled. Or you could call this dwarf Karen. You know, one of the dwarves who is like, hello, is this customer service? The cardboard box on my, that had my Amazon package in it, was bent when it got here.
Does she have a Karen cut too?
Yeah, it's a dude dwarf, but it's just because all the dwarves who live with dirt, soil, off-white are dudes.
Yeah, that's the thing of it. What a rowdy group.
Karen has a shirt that just says, I want to talk to your manager.
She doesn't mean it ironically.
Well, because it's easier than saying the sentence herself, she just points to it. Read the shirt, little missy. Read the shirt. All right, go get 'em.
What's up, 680?
Samoa, Samoa, Samoa. It's a country next to Guam. Samoa, Samoa, Samoa. It reminds me of your mom.
10 seconds is fine. He usually just, Samoa, they usually just, you know.
It's Samoa, Samoa, Samoa. Do I sound like Ethel Merman?
Yes, you do. Oh my gosh, when you were talking about Angela Lansbury, it was Julie Andrews.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. But Angela Lansbury songs in the Disney movie Beds, Knobs, and Broomsticks.
Oh, right. That sort of rings a bell. Vatos Locos 685. Vatos
Oh my
Locos
gosh.
Samoa time.
Samoa.
I want Samoa Samoa.
Samoa makes me think of, like, s'mores.
I think it makes you think of Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, that's it!
Yeah, I'm wise in the ways of what you think of. Uh-oh, Rachel, I think, like, Fly Guy just had a psychic connection with you. That means maybe you and I are almost as close as me and Fly Guy.
Maybe. It's hard to think that I could be as close as you are to Fly Guy.
I know. Samoa, Samoa, Samoa.
You really do sound like a little merman.
I think that's the national anthem of Samoa, actually.
Samoa, Samoa, Samoa.
Samoa, Samoa, Samoa. Welcome to Samoa. The whole country, when they train them how to sing the national anthem, they teach them the little dance that goes with it too. Samoa, Samoa.
It's unexpected.
Right, well, people are always shocked when they get off the plane to discover that that's the national anthem of Samoa. And of course, they're also just shocked to discover that the national cookie of Samoa is Thin Mint.
Oh, wow! I never would have guessed.
You probably would have guessed Samoa.
Yeah, I would have guessed Samoa.
Well, it's because the country of Samoa likes to keep you guessing. Hey, don't talk about my cousin. Who's your cousin? Is it Judy? If you're talking about Judy, I have nothing but nice things to say about Judy. I was so pleased to hear that she had finally become a librarian as she long has dreamed. Um, are you talking about my colon? Colonization? Oh, you mean like you want me to become your colony? Do you think that Eric should become a colony of Samoa? I didn't know Samoa was colonizing right now. Samoa cannot be the best. It gave us Dwayne Johnson. I believe, Ruben you mean The Rock? Okay? Dry. What's dry? Are you talking about a desert?
Deserts are dry.
Are you talking about salt?
Salt is pretty dry. It can get wet.
It can get wet.
But
too.
it's pretty dry. It's pretty dry.
Are you talking about your martini?
Oh, martinis can definitely be dry.
Mm-hmm. No, British colonized most of Oceania. Oceania, huh? Oh. So, do you guys regularly write thank you letters to England? Dear England, thank you so much for colonizing us. Thanks to you, we now speak English. And how convenient has that turned out to be? Love, Samoa. Oceania. Let me Google that. I'm not sure what Oceania refers to exactly. I'm thinking it's the Australia, New Zealand, New Guinea kind of area. Let's see. Oceania. It's a geographical region comprising Australia, no, Australasia. What is Australasia? Australasia is a sub-region of Oceania comprising Australia, New Zealand, and some neighboring islands in the Pacific. Okay. Australasia, Melanesia, Micronesia, and Polynesia. There's a band called French Polynesia. Oceania has a diverse mix of economies, from the highly developed and globally competitive financial markets of Australia, French Polynesia, Hawaii, New Caledonia, and New Zealand, which rank high in quality of life and human development index, to the much less developed economies of Kiribati, Papua New Guinea, Tuvalu, Vanuatu, and Western New Guinea, while also including medium-sized economies of Pacific Islands such as Fiji, Palau, and Tonga. What has not been mentioned yet at once in the discussion of all these different kinds of countries in Oceania?
Australia?
Samoa.
Oh, Samoa.
Let's see if I see any reference to Samoa here anywhere. Where's Samoa? Where's Samoa? Day and night. Where's Samoa? Where's Samoa? Meow, 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 meow. I don't see Samoa anyway. There it is. The UN categorizes Oceania as American Samoa is an unincorporated territory of the United States. Oh, you're a territory of the United States? Oh no, Samoa is not. Samoa is an independent state of Samoa known as Western Samoa. Are you from the independent state of Samoa, or are you from American Samoa? Which Samoa are you from? Oh. No, I've not heard of the Dawn raids in New Zealand. Oh, you're from Western Samoa? Wow. I bet it's fairly easy to visit American Samoa if you live in Western Samoa. So, you go there and say, hi, now I'm sort of in America.
Yeah.
But you might already be in America, it sounds like. Most of Samoans moved to America because we need jobs for money. Did you stay in Samoa? I thought most Samoans went on to play either offensive or defensive line in football. Seems to be a lot of Samoans who play football. Personally, I don't play football. I'm a little too fragile to play football, I think.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. I'm too fragile for a lot of things. That's why I like to stamp myself with the word fragile. So people don't jostle me too much.
Yeah.
People don't break me while they're transporting me from place to place.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a treaty signed with the Samoans? You mean the Great Football Treaty of 1872, where Samoans agreed to forego rugby and take up American football, and in exchange, we agreed to give them Christianity.
It's gonna be sarcastic, but that sounds like a win.
Eric, support forced removal by whiteys. His lineage forebears, right, Eric? No, I don't support forced removal. Like, one of the things that I thought was absolutely appalling in American history was that Andrew Jackson ignored the Supreme Court when the Supreme Court sided with the Indians and said to the U.S., you already agreed that that was their land. You can't change your mind now and take it away or whatever. And Andrew Jackson, one of the great tragedies of American history, ignored the Supreme Court, ergo the Cherokee had to endure the Trail of Tears. But what I'm opposed to is romanticizing primitivism, okay? So it is the case that civilization displaced the lack thereof to the detriment of the people who lack civilization, to the detriment of those specific individual people, but to the benefit of their descendants who didn't any longer live primitive lives. It is incorrect to say that I think regarding the genocide implicit in colonialism that it was a good thing. Obviously it's appalling, but I also sort of see it more like an inevitable an inevitable reality of history. Like, it was kind of always going to be the case that until technological sort of capacity went global, that that people who didn't operate under the frame of the most forward level of civilization, which, for example, in terms of colonialism, that meant property rather than say, what do they call it? Nomadic peoples or whatever. And it meant individual personal property rather than just the king and queen own everything, right? So the in that instance, civilization ran into primitivism, and civilization won because it's superior and thereby empowered the people to be evil. And they didn't care because they understood the inability to engage in meaningful, like, dealings with real property or land as functionally meaning they had no claim to it, right? So, you know, I know that you probably feel like I don't afford it enough, like that I don't talk those narratives often enough about that subject. But it's important to listen to what I'm saying carefully because, well, I might be dismissive sometimes and or make kind of edgy jokes and stuff. Ultimately, I think my point boils down to fixation on the victimization that one's ancestors faced seems a dead end road to me.
Yeah, I agree. You know what I want to do?
Have some fun?
Yeah.
What?
So like I just got an advertisement from Coach, and like I thought it would be funny if you and I looked at like Coach bags and judged them, because like I thought they were the ones that they showed weren't like. One of them was that green color, greenish yellow color. What's it called again?
Greenish yellow color?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Citrine. Oh.
Coach bags, huh?
Yeah. Go Coach the official store.
Okay. Let's take a gander here. Piao? Piao.
Whoa, that's
$295 for that black one.
That's so small.
Oh wait, there's more pictures. It shows some ladies with it. That
Okay,
is
so
very
it's like
small. It's like a mini bag or something. It's too small.
It's very small.
Alright, let's look at this one. This is kind of a beige
Shoulder
purse.
bag, beige purse, yeah.
Why are there guys holding this purse? Are guys gonna wear this purse?
Maybe some guy. That guy doesn't look like he would hold the purse.
I don't know.
Oh, that's just prejudgment. I don't know. I don't like the checkered.
I don't like it either. I don't really like the beige one either.
So they have a lot of bags that are this color.
This color?
Yeah, they call it olive green.
Okay. I kind of like that color.
Do you? It could be nice with like a dark outfit, you know. It's kind of like the color I'm wearing now.
That's brighter than that sweater.
Yeah.
I don't dislike it. It seems a little dated, maybe. Like the color does.
Does it? Maybe it's coming back though.
So, what do we then think of this Coach bag?
I don't like it.
It's not really a bag. It's like
crossbody, like going out.
It's kind of like a wallet, really.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like it? I don't really like it either. This backpack.
I mean,
I guess it's fine. It's just kind of a backpack, right?
Sold out Coach New York. That is an ugly bag. $295 for that? No. Okay, back to the backpack. I just don't see why you would get that. Like, there's nothing. It has the C's in black.
How expensive is it? $550?
Oh my gosh.
It's an expensive backpack.
Those are expensive backpacks.
Let's look at this one here.
I don't like that bag.
This Coach bag is sold out. It's the Cargo Tote 42. It's got your brand logo right and big on the side, you know.
Yep.
So you can show off that you wasted $300 on this. I dislike this one strongly.
I don't like the chain.
I don't like anything about it.
We both don't like the two-tone. Like, I don't like that, right? Like that the flap is red and then the body of it is like. It's
very late 80s, actually.
Yeah. Ew, and then there's like Python.
I hate this heart. It's just like, what is this, Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
You look like you're carrying a Valentine's Day box of chocolates around.
That's a really good point. That was on sale though. $227.
So that just goes to show you it's not selling very well. This field tote. Only $350? Wow. What a bargain for a tote bag. Oh my golly, good gosh, good golly goo. I don't like this bag, and neither do you. Charter crossbody 24. And then you show it on any people.
No. And then it shows different sizes of it. 24 maybe is 24 inches.
I guess. What about this one, Rachel?
I would like use that as like a going out bag with the chain. I think it looks a little gaudy. But I don't mind.
Well, it's not doing a whole hell of a lot. Why would you? It's a little bit like smiley.
See, like See, like I like the way that like this one falls better than that one. I get what they're going with the crescent moon shape.
I can't see from that direction. I'll
But,
turn it around to show his purse here. Okay.
You know, like I like the crescent shape, but that one I don't necessarily love. Like I like crescent shapes, but it doesn't look like it holds much. I don't like the chain.
I like my croissants to be crescent shaped.
That's maybe what they mean by it. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, no. That looks so 80s. That looks so dated.
Yeah, it does. It looks like preppy 1988 or something.
Yeah.
Then you could argue that they're trying to sort of strike at that aesthetic. At least it's fairly large.
Yes. You can fit a goodish amount in there.
You can fit 2 jars of pickles and a live rabbit in there.
That's what they should advertise it for.
You can fit quite a bit in this. This is like a duffel bag. Oh, this is a duffel bag. A $600 duffel bag?
Wow.
You
It
have...
better pack a lot, let you pack a lot in there.
I mean, I could get a duffel bag that's just as good from the Army Navy surplus store for like, under $50 for sure. All right, this bag again, just
Almost gone.
like the red strap and black. Oh,
I don't mind the red strap and black. I just don't like that, like, Coach, New York.
it looks kind of good on this lady right here.
Yeah.
She's very
cool
free,
enough.
people. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, what about this one? 2 red. This is Nancy Reagan's handbag.
I wouldn't mind that bag if it was in a different color. I actually really like that bag if it wasn't in red.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Rachel doesn't like this pattern at all.
No, and I don't like that. It's like, I don't like it. I don't like it.
She does not like it. She's in full opposition to it. This one. What do we think about this orange one here?
I think you could get...
Let's look at it in green.
Okay.
You don't like this color, huh?
I actually, like, if you do it the right way, like, if you wear, say, like a white shirt, blue jeans, and that purse, bam, like, what a staple piece of it is.
Well, this is a fold in and outable, whichever way you want purse.
Interesting.
You can make it green or you can make it blue.
That's cool.
Well, I kind of like that.
I like that.
You feel like your shoes laceable. But, it seems like kind of a complex way to turn your purse inside out. All right, you don't like this pattern.
I don't.
But what do you think about the bag shape?
I think if you're a businesswoman, it's great. Or actually, when it's on the person, it's not so large. It's kind of nice.
But there was one dark one, right? At the end.
That I like. That, if the dark is nice. That size, you can put a bunch of stuff in there and it's still like a medium size. It's not like really big and overpowering.
This is like a bucket.
I've tried to use bucket bags. I just don't.
It looks kind of like a trash can.
It does.
This looks like, I don't know, like a makeup thing.
Yeah, it is. It's a makeup bag.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Vanity case.
This one.
So, I actually like the shape of this one. I like that you could do a crossbody, but I like the black way more than the pattern. I just don't like that pattern, and I don't like the red.
This one's very plain. I love carrying my Coach New York bag. I like the relay tote with Coach Graphic because it really goes with my white clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's a necklace. What about this pattern?
Okay, I might. I kind of like it.
Let's look at it up close. Up close and personal.
The,
Oh, it's like macrame or whatever that is.
yeah.
Hmm.
I like it. I think it's different.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like it too. I want to see what it looks like on the lady.
So try to go down.
Try go down, try go up. You won't know which direction if you duck.
Like it looks kind of cool on her, like with an outfit like that. Ooh, I like that you could do it as a shoulder bag too.
What does that say?
I don't know. This
Meow,
has been a
meow, meow.
collaboration. Mint plus
Birth?
yeah,
Or is that an 8?
8 Earth.
Mint plus birth? Mint plus 8 earth? I don't know.
It's collab.
It's a collab/collab. Well, I agree. That's a nice purse. Are we looking at these because you're angling to get a Coach bag?
No, actually, it just was because there's like ugly Coach bags on sale, and they were like trying to advertise it to me.
Well, look, the good one is $650.
Yeah, of course.
That's how they get you. Like, these bags are super expensive, but they're shitty. Now, for just a little bit more super expensive, you can get one that's actually good. Yeah, yeah, Coach.
Yeah, I
Coach
know.
bags, you have taken enough of my money over
I'm
the
so
years.
sorry.
It's kind of traumatic because I had this ex-wife who had a little bit of a shopping problem. Buying Coach bags was one of her things.
They want. There's. That is. Boo, Coach.
Yeah, boo Coach.
Want to play the game?
Oh, I don't think I have it in me
Me
tonight.
either.
I think we're gonna have to do it on some other occasion. I'm sorry, I know everybody wants to do that. We will do it at some point, but I just don't quite have it in me. I'm ready to end the stream. I'm tired. I'm running out of gas. I want I want to oh yeah, well then we're well pie. Subtle mush. Consider this text here just an open diary. So, parasocial creatures are we, or just me? Probably me. Either way, I hope life is good to us, to all of us. I forgot Eric was still here. Okay. You bought $1,200 boots for work and they ended up being the wrong boots. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, really?
That's horrible.
That is horrible. Oh my god. Did they refund you and fix the thing?
Yeah, well, anyway, I am going to watch some cartoons and then go to bed. I'm feeling Rachel will probably fairly well head straight for bed. If I know her habits
I kind of
well.
want to hang out with you for a little bit of watch some YouTube and then go into bed.
Sure, I'm not telling you should go to bed. I'm just sort of guessing.
Yeah, you're guessing right. 9 o'clock comes around, probably alright.
I don't know how much later than 9 o'clock I've got in me either. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up and say goodnight and say goodbye and say sleep tight. Everybody have a pleasant day. And here. is my wave of goodbye.